this is the second part of the behind the scenes video of making a song with every single instrument in GarageBand. So let's just jump straight into it. So I'm going to open up a new instrument, and I'm going to go to the synthesizer section because that's the part I haven't done yet. And there are too many instruments in this. There are so many. Like, we've already done the bass part, but in stuff like the bells, that's alright. The brass is alright. Classics is alright. But EDM bass, look how many. I've already done a bass part. How am I supposed to add more bass parts? I mean, that's why I added the few extra bars for like things like this. And then you've got EDM chord, that's fine. You've got lead, which is also a lot. You've got pads, which are also a lot. You've got rhythmic, which is like, rhythmic is fine, and soundscapes are fine, and strings are fine. But like those three, oh my god, I don't know how I am going to do this. It's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be so hard. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the EDM bass first. Okay, so EDM bass parts. I don't want to do this. I have to, before this project even started, I researched how much instruments, or how many instruments, were there on GarageBand, and it turns out there are like over 100 of these software instruments, and I was like, 100 isn't that big, or over 100 is the actual. I should probably count them to see how many there actually are, but like, over 100 doesn't seem like a big number until you can't really visualize it until you actually do it, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, let's just go through and see what these sound like. It turns out a lot of these are like growly and harsh and distorted sounding, and I guess that's like a trademark characteristic of EDM in some ways. I'm going to put this over in the section that like I just added recently, which is over here. I think instead of using this as a main bass, I'll use this sound as, what do they call it, like a riser, like a transition effect. I think that'll sound pretty cool to go from one section to another. So yeah. So this last EDM bass basically sounds like someone blowing bubbles in water, which is kind of funny, and that's all I wanted to say. So next we're moving on to synth pads. Okay, so I'm recording this at Christmas time, so I haven't been that productive lately on this song. I've only been doing one section each day. I haven't been working on this for a while. So yeah, I mean, procrastination, yes, it is procrastination, but like, I've got somewhat of an excuse, it's Christmas, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna now work to the synth pads. So, like I did with the EDM bass, I'm just gonna hit a bunch of keys and see what sounds nice. A lot of these sound pretty chill and pretty nice and lush, and I'm running out of words to describe it. So again, I decided to add some more parts to the song, just because I didn't really realize how many more instruments there were. Like, in the arpeggiator section, there's so many parts I didn't realize until like I actually looked. To be honest, I counted a lot of them, and there's like almost 400 instruments. So not over, well, technically I was right by saying over 100 instruments, but there's almost 400 instruments. After adding the parts, I'm going to move on to the synth leads. Okay, so a few things have happened. One, I've started working on the synth leads part, so it's going pretty well. Two, This video, at the time that I'm editing it and recording it, it's reached 30 minutes. So I said something about how if I filmed everything, it would be like 30 to 40 minutes. But now looking back at it, if I did record everything, it would probably be an hour or 2 hours maybe. So yeah, I'm trying to keep it short, but like with such a big project like this, with like almost 400 instruments, it's kind of hard to keep the tutorial and like behind the scenes part kind of short. So yeah, if you guys have made it this far into the video, thanks a lot. That means you guys are actually paying attention and you guys are actually interested in this video, so that's pretty good. Also, I've set myself a bit of a deadline. You know, hopefully I will be able to finish this by New Year's Eve and get the video out, both videos out, by New Year's Day. And so yeah. So as you can see here, I've done the lead parts and imported every single file. And now I'm ready to do all the leftover parts, because as you can see, we've got like bells, we've got brass, we've got classics, we've got EDM chords, we've got these ones down here as well. But as you can see, also they don't have as many instruments as like EDM bass or pads or lead. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna group them up into 3 groups maybe. Actually, when I was doing the lead part, I was meant to do like a little time-lapse part, but I forgot to record that, so, here's a time-lapse, for this leftover part. So, I'm up to soundscapes, and that's probably my favorite section of the synthesizers. So, because if you listen to these instruments, they sound so relaxing and they sound so nice. I like this one, Event Horizon, up here. I don't know what it is, but I just really like that type of sound. So there's this little section over here called percussion, and I forgot about this part. It's basically stuff like congos and bongos and all the other percussion stuff besides drums and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so I've done the percussion part. I'm gonna play a quick preview for you guys right now. So we've got some bongos in there, we've got a lot of different things going on. With the percussion, I did the same thing that I did with the drum kit. I made one drum kit, or one percussion part, play one sort of part, and then another one play another sort of part, and so on and so forth. So like, they all come together, like if I play them individually, if I solo them out, this is the Latin one. It doesn't sound like much. Same with the studio if I play this. And even the coffee shop, which has a little bit more notes, but if I just play this, it doesn't sound like much, but when I have lots of parts going at the same time, it creates a very interesting beat. So that's what I'm trying to do. There's also a part where the drums come in again, over here. And I just added like a percussion every now and then. That's just basically a quick preview for you guys. And next, I will be moving on to the arpeggiator section. You guys can see here, if I just go out here, there's an arpeggiator section. There is also a world section, but like, I think I will do that at the end, and then I will do the arpeggiator first, starting with the synth basics. So yeah. So talking about more of my favorite sounds, this arpeggiator is probably one of the best sounds I've encountered so far in this project. Like, listen to that. If I had to create a chill wave song or like create some ambient kind of sound, I would definitely use this sound. Anyway, now I've got to move on to synth bass. Because of the length of this video, I've decided to split up this 30-minute chunk into 2 parts of 15-minute videos, or maybe even 3 10-minute videos, depending on what I end up with. And so yeah, now I've finished the Arpeggiator Bass. I probably should have recorded some footage about that, but now that I've finished that, I'm going to move on to the Arpeggiator chord. Okay, so I finished this part. Let's not waste any time. We've almost finished the song. So next I'm going to do the synth bells and the synth layers. And yeah, I'm just going to call that Arpeggiator other part. I know it sounds like a lame name, but yeah. Again, I found another really cool sound with this here instrument. And the cool thing is that we're really close to finishing the full song. I can't believe I actually made it this far. Hey, we have almost finished the entire song. I can't believe this. There are like 392 instruments on GarageBand, which means by the time this song is done, there will be 392 instruments here. So the last thing we've got to do is this section here, the world section. And I'm going to start with percussion, and I'm going to start with the tiger drums. Yeah, I'm going to record everything that shows my thought process through the making of this. I'll add the tiger drums here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really digging these clicking sounds. And maybe some of the bass, so I think I've got a beat. Yeah, I could do that. So I'm going to solo it out, so like, I can hear what this is playing, because like with this many instruments so far, it can be kind of hard to like hear properly, and I might like get distracted, but between all the other layered rhythms going on. So yeah, I'm just gonna solo it out and record it. Okay, I'm going to quantize that, and now I will see how it cuts through the mix. So I can kind of hear it. You probably can't hear it. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can kind of hear it. What I'm going to do is even though it's on max volume, so I can't go any louder than that, what I'm going to do is later on, I will max out the volume here when I'm mixing the whole thing. Next, I'm going to move into the Chinese kit. I'm going to leave this for now. Maybe I'll add some more beats, but for now, I'm really just going to get stuff done. And I think I'm going to obviously end the song with, there it is, with a gong. End song with a gong. That rhymes. Anyways, yeah, the weird thing about this drum kit is that it's like calibrated to a totally different set of octaves. Like when I'm pressing the drum pads, I hope you can see that, but when I'm pressing the drum pads, there's no sound. That's because it's like in a totally different octave. It's kind of hard to explain unless you like really own like an Akai MPK Mini, which is the MIDI that I am using, just so you guys know. Let's see where we could put this. I think right there should do the trick. And because this part is quite soft, I don't want to make like a I don't want to end it with a really loud. I want to make it like kind of soft. Not too soft, but like, you'll see what I mean. Okay, that was too loud. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up a piano roll and I'm going to adjust the velocity. I think this should do. Let's see. Let's try this. I actually think I got that. That's pretty cool. I actually got that on the dot. It's really, with the velocity thing, it's kind of a trial and error kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that for now, and I'm going to go on with the next instrument. Next instrument is the stringed instruments. We've only got 4 instruments to go, which is really cool. Let's see what sounds I can get. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this instrument, and I'm going to put it in a very specific place that I actually created to put this in this section here. I kind of made it for like these instruments to go here. So I'm going to record. I'm gonna actually think of something first. I think that's good. Okay, so I've got that. I'm gonna quantize it to 16th notes because that seems to be like the most common kind of thing. Also, I accidentally pressed a little key, so I'm gonna remove that from the actual thing. Okay, next I'm going to add the next instrument, which is, I'm going to decide that the next instrument should be an erhu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Someone can correct me in the comments below. So yeah. I think that's good. Okay, I'm gonna record that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, it ends quite abruptly, so I'm going to get some automation and just fade it out. Just let it fade out. So now we've got something that transitions kinda more smoothly. Wait, I'm gonna have to adjust the automation to there. There we go. Something like that. It can always do a bit more tweaking when I need it to. Next we're going to do the koto. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to put it at the beginning. I think that'll work well. Maybe if I just let it ring out. Okay, I made a mistake there, so first I will quantize it, then I will fix my mistake. My mistake was I needed to play 3 notes. Okay. Wait. Wasn't this a koto? Huh. I don't know why. Somehow it changed to the other instrument. I don't know. So yeah, okay. This is the last instrument. So I'm gonna put this with the other 3 at the end. I'm gonna do something like that. So, we are pretty much finished. Literally, no joke. We've finished the song, and all I can say is thank you guys. If you've got up to this part, if you guys are still watching, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so this has actually been really great. I've learned a lot of things. Technically, like I've learned a lot about mixing. I've learned how to compose with lots of different instruments better. So yeah, this has actually been really good. I just randomly thought of it and it turned into an idea and I started it and it's been good. So yeah, hopefully you guys will see this at January the 1st. So yeah, that'll be the start of this channel. January the 1st, 2021. That's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys later.